How we are already halfway through 2022 beats me at this point. Anyways, at least this means I'll get to talk about comebacks on the K-pop industry that I've enjoyed this year. I'm only counting comebacks that were released from January this year to June this year, so nothing early July nor late December last year will be included in this list. I love the B-sides of this album and the whole concept of this comeback. However, I don't actually really care for the title track itself. Objectively, I think it's a good song, but it doesn't grab my attention the way their title tracks normally would, so I don't really care about it, which is quite unfortunate. Obviously, if you love it, I'm very happy for you. I'm glad that people do like it and I can see why, obviously. I love the music video for the main title track, however. The My Chemical Romance vibes it gives me, I adore so much. Thursday's Child is the absolute standout of the album for me. I hope their next comeback will be a full album though, because clearly they have the power and catalogue to have a successful one.
It's doing me regardless, and I don't care what you say about it. And it don't matter if you like it or not. I'm having all this fun, so why would I ever stop?
This is extremely new and might not count as a comeback, but I'm still putting it on this list because I have enjoyed this song from first listen. With this song being about talking about trolls online, it's so easy to make the lyrics seem like really cringe. But I think they managed to make it subtle enough but also blunt that it feels like they are kind of basically speaking facts without it sounding cringy. The beat and the melody being simple helps as well, as it makes it easy to sing along, but also makes the lyrics the forefront of the song, as they are clearly the most important part of the song as well. I can't wait to see the full comeback in July.
Venom, Venom, yeah. Venom, Venom, yeah. Like I do, like I do, like I do.
Unexpected, but my god, is the title track absolutely amazing. I actually haven't listened to the mini album yet, which is on my very long to-do list, but I'm optimistic on how good Venom was. Venom and its concept could have been something that blended in with the rest of like the dark, edgy crowd of songs as well, which is such a generalisation and I hate using those words all the time, but it's just the easiest way right now, and it might have not been interesting at all. However, the concept has enough nuance to make it seem more interesting than all the others. Plus the melody and lyrics of the song are actually fun to listen to and tickles my brain in the right way. Again, this is really recent, but I can't deny how much I already love this song and comeback. I'm happy that Nayeon was the first Twice member to have a solo and she did not disappoint at all. Pop is pop excellence and I expect nothing more from a member of a group that is known for its pop excellence. So far the highlights of the album for me have been No Problem or All or Nothing. Mainly No Problem for Felix's part, he did absolutely amazing in it as well. But I'm just excited to listen to the album so much more over summer. Thank you Nayeon for this great piece of work. I feel like June has been the month where a lot of my favourite artists have had a comeback, and Luna is one that completely swept me off my feet. Whilst I didn't watch Queendom in full, I did keep up with the majority of what Luna were doing and we're very proud of them no matter what the outcome was. And this comeback shows that they are a power in this industry. Flip That is a light and whimsical track that isn't so heavy on the ears, which is refreshing to hear. I love the fairy tale-esque and mystical concept that they went with, and that paid homage to a lot of their earlier work as well. I just keep returning to Flip That a lot because it sounds so fresh, which I know is a word I use a lot, but it's a perfect word to use to describe this. Highlights from this album include Pose and Need You for me. With this being very recent, I'm just excited to listen to this album so much more.
So out to you. So out to you.
This was the comeback that kicked into gear the whole year for me. Basically the first comeback this year that I really enjoyed. Run to You is so flirty and dynamic and a fun switch up for STAYC that makes me more excited for every single music release from them. I have a massive attachment to this song and whole album because I would non-stop listen to it when I was playing Pokemon Legends Arceus early this year, which has now become one of my favourite games of all time, and I was like so fixated on playing it every single day that like this was such a good album to go along with it. So when looking back to early 2022, I'll always think of how great this release was. Highlights from the album for me are Butterfly and Young Love, but this just showed me even more that STAYC are just fantastic artists. Guys, I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed with this song. I don't think you understand. Well, that's mainly because I haven't talked about it until now, but here we are. IVE have been a group that has caught my eye since I first listened to their debut at the start of the year. So I was highly anticipating when they would come back, and bam, they did that. Love Dive did not have to be as good as it was, but I've decided to revive godlike music and show the whole worldwide music industry what it was missing. Love Dive is phenomenal. I never get bored of this song ever, and even the B-side Royal is top tier as well. This is the most hyped I've been for like a rookie group in quite a while, and it's fair to say that I'm beyond excited for their next releases.
Maniac, 나서 빠진 것처럼 미쳐 Maniac. 핑핑 돌아버리겠지. Maniac, Frankenstein처럼 걸어 Maniac, Maniac.
I feel like the next few comebacks are hard to form into words and why I love these so much. Only my feelings of when I listen to these songs will be able to do them justice. Starting with Ordinary by Stray Kids at number 3. This has probably, maybe, definitely overthrown I Am Who is my favourite Stray Kids mini album. I just adore the whole art that is displayed on this beautiful body of work, and the whole concept using skulls, X-ray and references to old psychological studies and stuff like that is so interesting to me. Maniac, dare I say it, one of their greatest title tracks. I don't think I've ever felt happier with a title track from them when I heard Maniac for the first time. This is laced with something that just satisfies my brain so well. Venom and Charmer are an audio dream. Waiting for Us and Lonely Street are pop rock perfection. Muddy Water and Charmer are just Stray Kids classics, but with a freshness with the sounds and genres they use, which makes them just 10 times more exciting. I love this comeback so much, and I just have no other words than I love it. The Cake Girls never fail to surprise, and they never fail to make fantastic music. I want to make a full video on this, mainly the concept, and so I'll save a lot of my thoughts about this comeback for that video specifically. But Feel My Rhythm proves once again why Red Velvet stands out and rises above everyone. Feel My Rhythm's mix of trap and baroque themes whilst conjuring up a magical anthem, taking you on a journey of romanticism and Renaissance-inspired pieces, is a sight for sore eyes as well as a sonic dream. Coupling that with enchanting B-sides create an experience that I would give anything to experience again for the first time. I love these B-sides so much, and when writing this script I've tried so many times to put into words why. I love these songs so much and why they stand out so much. My highlights from the album are Beg For Me and In My Dreams. There is a reason why Red Velvet have a reputation for having an amazing discography, and Feel My Rhythm proves that point even further.
당신은 꿈꾸는가 그 길의 끝이 무엇일까 모두가 숨죽인 밤 우린 발을 멈추지 않나.
Where do I even start asking this, because there's just so much to talk about when it comes to this album and comeback, and it's not just about the music but the messages about this and what it means for the journey forward as well. But I'm also writing a video on this currently, and I want to save a lot of my thoughts for them as well, so I don't know really what to say because I don't want to spoil that much. Proof feels like coming home. It feels like a well-earned and long rest surrounded by everything you know and love that is familiar. You take what is old and what is new and carry the importance of it all towards the future. And you're also completely big-brained because you created Run BTS. I love all the new releases on Proof. Yet to Come is so comforting for a bittersweet moment. Run BTS is Song of the Year for me and is everything I ever wanted and more. For You feels like the end of a first chapter and is a perfect song to hold your hand going to the next chapter. All the other additions, whether they be already released or demos, weld the rest of the album together and create perfectly a historic piece of work. I don't think it's a secret that I love BTS, and the reason why I want to save my thoughts for a video dedicated to this album solely is because of how important it is for me. For now, just be thankful for what we have been given, I guess. And when will that video come out? Don't look at me, I can't control when I have any mental strength or motivation, so I have no idea. Maybe you subscribe, it might appear to you one day, so it's worth a try. And if you stick around, you might get more cool videos as well.